Well, yes, we are at the fag end of this calendar year, so we decided to take stock of 10 charts that shook the markets in calendar year 2025. And at the top of this list clearly has to be silver. Look at the kind of moves that we have seen on a year-to-date basis. The white metal is up a solid 160%. Silver began the year at about $30 per ounce. It is currently trading at $75, $77 per ounce, up a solid 160% on a year-to-date basis. It's not just silver. Let's also talk about gold, because that too has seen a very solid rally. It is up 70% on a year-to-date basis. Although we have seen these precious metals cool off a tad bit over the last few hours, but despite that, gold is up a solid 70%. It started the year at about $2,650 per ounce, and it is currently trading near that $4,500 per ounce in the global market. Now remember, safe haven demand which continues to surge in the global market, but apart from that, central bank buying and geopolitical tensions are some of the other reasons which led to this kind of surge in the precious metals market. Oil, on the flip side, has declined nearly 18% from about $76 per barrel at the start of the year. Now it is trading near that $58, $60, $62 per barrel mark. OPEC Plus decisions to hike output in this calendar year has led to this kind of downtick in the oil market globally. Copper from the industrial metals pack has been the best performer. It has risen nearly 40% YTD, started the year at about $8,800 per ton, currently trading above that $12,000 per ton. And as I mentioned, this is the best industrial metal that we have seen in this calendar year, and this is on account of increasing use cases of copper, the likes of electric vehicles, data center, and several other use cases that are now emerging. Rupee, meanwhile, has depreciated 5% on a year-to-date basis. At the start of the year, rupee versus the dollar stood at 85.7, and now it is above that 90 mark. So clearly, we have seen some kind of depreciation as far as rupee is concerned. Dollar index, meanwhile, has declined by 10%. It started the year at about 110 odd levels, currently at 98. So clearly, dollar versus other currencies has depreciated, although as compared to rupee, dollar has appreciated on a year-to-date basis as much as 5%. Let's also talk about some interesting figures that moved the market this calendar year. First, of course, is FII outflow, and foreign institutional investors sold shares worth about 2.72 lakh crore rupees. We have seen some bit of buying off late in the last 10 days or so, but other than that, we have seen FII exodus all through this calendar year. Global rate cut pivot, that was another important factor that moved the market. Federal Reserve cut interest rates by 75 basis points, and RBI cut interest rates by as much as 125 basis points in calendar year 2025. That was a big move, and this trajectory of monetary easing is likely to continue in calendar year 2026 as well. India volatility index, meanwhile, is at the lowest level since 2008. That was the biggest financial crisis that we saw. At the beginning of this year, volatility index stood at 14.5. Now it is sub that 10 mark, which means it has declined by nearly 35% on a year-to-date basis. India GDP, meanwhile, continues to repeat solid performance. In fact, the GDP in the second quarter of FY26 stood at 8.2%, which is the best performance that we have seen in the last 6 quarters. And RBI also went ahead and increased their GDP forecast for the full year. Meanwhile, let's also put the spotlight on the factors that you need to watch out for as we head into the next calendar year. As far as global factors is concerned, geopolitical developments will be one important factor. Fed action, earnings recovery, FII flows, and consumption demand within the domestic market. So yes, these are some of the important factors that you need to keep an eye out on in calendar year 2026.